Welcome to LifeBites Mindful Mondays. I'm life, business, and energy coach Nina Bosky. And in today's grounding session, we're going to help you get centered, cleared, and connected. Let's get started. From the base of your spine down to the center of the earth, we're going to create a grounding cord that's very strong and nurturing and fortifying. And we're going to take the roots of that grounding cord and really anchor yourself to Mother Earth, to yourself, to your essence, to who you are. And let's start to release everything that no longer serves you. Letting go of the past. Take a nice, big, deep breath. Letting go of the future. Take a nice, big, deep breath. Let's say hello to the here and now. Present time. This is your time to be present with yourself. And now about 2 feet out, you're going to create a circle of light. And in that circle of light is a circle of yellow roses. And that represents your true sunshine spirit, where your personality self and your higher self are working hand in hand. A circle of pink roses around you that represent love and compassion for yourself as well as the outside world. And the last layer of roses are red roses, divine red protection roses, to protect you from anything that is not of your own energy in your own light. Everything goes on the outside of your space. This is your time to claim you. I claim me. And even say your name out loud if you can, or at least in your mind. I claim me. Take a deep breath. Come up to your 6th chakra, right between the brow. And about 2 feet out, you're going to create a movie screen. You're going to put your life today, this week, on your movie screen. You're not going to become the energy. You're going to watch the energy. Can you become the observer of your life? Say hello to the opportunities that are happening this week. Say hello to the unknowns. Say hello to your challenges. What are you going to do? This week's message all about action. What are you going to do to solve your challenges? Not by becoming the challenges, but by observing the challenges. Say hello to your blessings, the beautiful blessings we have in our life. We are so blessed. And just to feel that blessing, feel it in your heart, feel it in your mind, feel it in your physicality of your body, and feel it in your spirit. Take a nice big deep breath. And now let us check in. Let's scan our bodies physically and just tune into your body. Ask yourself, how do I feel physically? How do I feel physically? see what lights up. Don't try to change the energy. Give it a golden light. There's an area of discomfort or dis-ease. Give it some green energy if it needs healing. Give it some pink energy if your body needs love. I think all of our bodies need love. You give yourself some extra green and pink energy for healing and love, all bathing throughout your body. You're already in the act of doing just by giving back to your body. And now let us affirm in our physical body health, vitality, strength, and flow. Health, vitality, strength, and flow. Take a nice, big, deep breath. Now come up to the center of your head and create a beautiful golden light getting bigger and brighter throughout your whole mental, mind, head area. And it's flushing out any anxiety, any frenetic energy, any fogginess, any incoherence. And say to yourself, I am alert, receptive, productive, and present. We're clearing the slate of our mind. Let's get in the act of clearing that slate so our mental mind can help our action. We are saying, I am ready. I am capable. I am powerful. And I am doing. I am alert, receptive, productive, and present. Take a nice big deep breath. And now let's take another nice big deep breath all the way up to your crown chakra and all the way back down. We're opening those energy chakras all the way back up into your heart space. And say hello to your heart. Say hello to your emotions, your feelings. Now, as we say hello to our feelings, just ask yourself, tune in. How are you feeling in this moment? What's coming up for you? Don't try to change your feelings, but keep it simple: happy, sad, excited, determined. You might feel a variety of things. In your career space, you might feel excited. In your love life, you might feel stagnant, or vice versa. Just check in. Overall, how are you feeling? And now what I'd like you to do is, as you scan your emotions, our emotions sometimes do not direct us to where we want to go. So what do you want? And how do you need to feel in order to get what you want? Check in and ask yourself, if I have to get into action mode, what feelings do I need to conjure embodied in my being in order to promote, support, and nurture my action this week. And now I'm going to give you 3, and I'd like you to add on up to 3. I feel loved, supported, nurtured, and I feel loved, supported, nurtured, and take a nice big deep breath. Now let's come up to your crown chakra, right above the head. And now I'm going to go up about 3 or 4 feet to your 11th, 12th chakra. And we're going to open up the spiritual divine centers to help you do this week. So we're using all of our powers to move into alignment so that we can do. We can get out of our heads, we can get out of our so many thoughts, and we can move into this space of opening up for support. So feel yourself plugging in, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Plugging into yourself, the divine, your loved ones, to the world. And say to yourself, I am connected. I am connected. Now I'd like you to ask your higher self for help in an area of your life that you know you need to be taking action on. And I'd like you to ask your higher self for help in a weaker area that you're having trouble with, to help support that area as well. So let's just take some quiet time, tune in, and ask your higher, more divine self for guidance. Now I'd like you to ask your higher self for support this week. You don't have to do it all by yourself. Let's co-create with the universe. The universe is calling. Plugging into your purpose, your passion, the action that it takes to be you. And sometimes action and being takes the same road. Sometimes no action is action. Take a nice big deep breath. Put your hand on your heart. And let's think and feel 3 things that you are grateful for. What 3 things are you grateful for? Feel them in your heart. As you move through your 3 things, I am grateful for. And now let's send love to somebody who may need it, including yourself. Now let's bring down a beautiful golden sun of light coming down through the heavens, coming down through that crown chakra, all the way down through your head into your Sixth chakra, igniting your sense of knowingness and intuition. That is part of your action, being able to plug into that. As it moves into your throat, what action do you need to express yourself this week? Moving down into your heart space. What feelings do you need to feel in order to bubble up with so much ability to get stuff done? As it moves down through your third chakra, the chakra of power and manifestation. How are you going to manifest that fire in your belly? As it moves back down into your second chakra, the I create energy. What do you want? The world is your oyster as this beautiful golden light comes down to your first chakra, the root. Love of self. Love of self. As it moves down through your legs, creating that strength and flexibility. Down through your calves and into your feet. Wiggle those toes. Say hello to your fun fairies. Some of you are going to need some fun fairies this week in order to conjure up that action. So as we move back down into Mother Earth, say to yourself, I am well. Life is good. I am powerful. I am strong. I am creating. I am doing. I am jumping into action. And I am going to succeed at what I set out to do. Take a big, nice, deep breath. Open your eyes. Stretch it out. And start your day. Now that you are grounded, cleared, and connected, let's move on to this week's message and life theme. So, in our first message here about getting into the doing, I cannot tell you how many of us stay in our heads. Okay, I think last week I shared with you that we have about 60,000 thoughts that go through our head, and about 80% of them are negative. So, and it's not because something's wrong, it's just back in our primal time of life, our brains were programmed for the negative so we could spot what was going on. But in today's age, we don't need that kind of, well, maybe we do in this world right now, but technically we don't need that type of, gotta look out for what's wrong, what's wrong, what's wrong, what's wrong. And so what happens a lot of times is we tell ourselves stories that keep us nice and comfortable in this nice little seat that I get to sit in, and I get to pretend that it's all because of these reasons in my head of why I'm not doing something. And let me just tell you, for those of you that are thinking to yourself, like for me this week, I'm taking some time off. And so I'm like, doing, that's interesting. But sometimes the doing is in the being. Sometimes the doing is in the non-action. So just because I said do more, the do more is congruent with what it is you want. So I'd like you to think about, it's Monday. For some of you, it's Monday morning. For some of you, it's Monday night. If you're listening this on demand during the week, I'd like you to, look at the week's end or the upcoming week, depending on when you are listening to this. And I'd like you to really think about, what is it you want out of this week? And do your feelings support that? So the first question is, what do you want? And I don't want you to spend a lot of time with this. I just want you to write something down. It might be one word, it might be one sentence, it might be a paragraph. What do you want? I'll tell you what I want. I want some warmth. That's what I want. So, with that said, I mean, I'm somewhat joking, but I'm not. So, these things that we write down, whether it's peace, whether it's ability not to beat myself up, self love, whatever it is, I'd like you to ask yourself, are your emotions supporting what you want? Yes or no? And if they're not, then what I'd like you to do is ask yourself, what emotions do I need to feel in order to get what I want? Is it courage? Is it feeling powerful? Is it I can do attitude? Is it self love? What is it you need in order to create this beautiful space of being able to get into do? What is it you need? So, what I'd like you to do is get into the feeling of what you need to feel like this week. That's part of your doing. Guys, so many of us are working against ourselves. Why you can't do something, why you should do something, why you shouldn't do something, why, I'm in my head. So here's the other thing. What thoughts are you thinking to bring you to what it is you're going to do? Are you thinking the right thoughts? And when I mean thinking the right thoughts, are you thinking what isn't happening? Out of those 60,000 thoughts, what are you doing with them? Are you training your brain to move towards what you want versus what isn't happening? What is it you want? Mentally, do you have what it takes to get what you want? What is it you need to get into alignment with your thoughts? And then spiritually, what I'd like you to ask yourself, are you moving into a place of asking for support? Or are you asking with really not the expectation that you're going to hear anything different? Or are you taking it back? When you give it to God, your divine, your higher self, you've got to be willing to surrender to the process with the balance of knowing that you're on your way, that you're moving forward, that you're taking a step, that you're getting into action. So I'd like you to look at everything that you've written down and ask yourself, are you in alignment with getting what you want? Action does not take that long. It's a step. It's between our ears, our minds that get in the way. So today and this week, what I'd like you to remind yourself about is move into the space that says, yes, I can, I am doing without a lot of thought, because you've already thought about it a million times. So stop thinking so much and get into the doing. If you need to lose weight, then get off your you know what and get going. If you need to change your routine because you're not sleeping well, then guess what? Find some answers. Get out of your head and get doing. If you're looking for something to do, a project, a money maker, whatever, then put action towards that. If you're not taking enough time for yourself, then guess what? It's time to be. That's your do. Do, be. Do, be. We get into the doing and we have to learn how to be. That's next week's topic. So this week, the Nike slogan, just do it, applies to each and every one of us. Not only on this call right now live, but on demand. This is your reminder, get out of your head and get going. No more sitting on your cushy little tush, asking yourself, oh, why is this happening? It's not happening because you're not moving forward. It's time to move forward. It's time to get into action, and it's time to do.
I hope you've enjoyed this week's Mindful Mondays. Be sure to join us this Friday for another episode of Life Bites as we get you inspired in the areas of life, business, and media. I'm your host, life, business, and energy coach, Nina Bosky. And remember, until next time, sometimes in order to speed up, you've got to learn how to slow down.